everyone, my name is Johanna Edepil and I am the CMO at XMReality, and with me today I have our CEO Jörgen Remmelg. And perhaps Jörgen, you can tell the listeners why we are here today.
Well, good day everyone. We're here today to report on the Q2 2020 result, and this morning we just released the quarterly report. So that's the agenda for the day.
Yeah. And of course we need to start off with, how do you feel about the report, Jörgen? I mean, it is a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, no, of course I'm very satisfied with the report. I think the growth rate is very good, and also overall we're in a much better situation coming out of the Q2 than we were coming out of Q1. So I'm very satisfied with where we are at the moment.
And you actually started with the company end of March, so you have only been with us for a few months. And how have these first months been?
Well, it's been fun. I like it. I like the employees, the people. I like the market. I like the mix of small and big customers, and also I'm very pleased now that we have the vision and the strategies figured out, so we can move forward from that. So I'm really enjoying it.
We'll touch a bit on the vision moving forward, but first I just want to highlight a couple of the really nice figures where we report that we have an order intake which is 169% higher compared to the previous period, and we also have a really nice increase in net sales. But does this come from existing customers or is it new customers?
The majority is upsales from the existing customer base, but quite a fair part is actually new customers. So I think it's a healthy mix between both. But of course, it's good to see that the existing customer base are actually ordering additional licenses from us.
And compared to the beginning of the year, we have now increased the number of customers to 82 compared to the previous around 50. And what do you think this says about our solution?
Well, I think it shows that we attract customers as opposed to losing customers. I mean, we had a churn of only 2% in the quarter, which I think is a very good number. I do not believe and I do not know of losing any customers to the competition, which I also think is very good. So I think it's a good and strong indication.
And speaking of competition, I mean, the AR VR space has been very popular and many have talked about it now during the COVID-19 crisis, but has this impacted our competitiveness in the market? Is it tougher? Is it easier?
I think the market is growing more rapidly than we get competition on the market. I think there are some 10-14 companies in the marketplace. However, if we look on our offering, I think we may be only some 3 to 4 players in this marketplace. So that's then our direct competition as opposed to the global market.
And that's really nice. I mean, for us at the moment, we do have a good position in the market.
Yeah, I mean, ideally we would have no competition, but that's luxury. That won't happen. So
if that was the case, there probably wouldn't be a market.
No. I mean, if we have a good growth on the overall global market, and we are maybe 3 to 4 competitors in a certain niche, I think we're in a fairly good situation. And I also note that at the moment I do not think that we need to steal market shares from each other to grow. I do think that it at the moment is enough for us to share or go for the new market shares which are out there now.
And speaking of that, which ties into our strategy, we recently completed work that we did where we reviewed our vision and strategy as a company. And does this bring any changes to the company that the share owners should be aware of?
Some. I think first of all we figured it out. I think we have a good vision and we have good strategies. For sure, as you guys might read in the report, We are not focusing on the tailor-made VR gadget person on the shop floor. We are focusing on something which is easy to use and which targets the majority of the industry and also run on commercial off-the-shelf hardware, which is important for us. So no, I'm very pleased to see that we're through that now, and we have all the activities planned, and we are introducing and starting up those activities, and those are in the normal organizational domains such as marketing, sales, engineering, etc. So yeah, I think we have a strong plan going forward.
And perhaps we should also touch on some of the quite quick outcomes from that strategy session, which was that we decided to close down the German office. What was the background to that decision?
Well, it's not cost. It's first of all management attention. It requires some management attention on us to run, and then we also realized that we can handle the European sales, the African and the Middle East sales through Sweden. We don't need a legal entity in Germany to do that, and also we want to focus on our US legal entity and the US office, handling not only US but also Canada and South America. So that will be our focus going forward. We might have sales reps in additional countries, but the legal entities on the American side, and B on the let's say European EMEA side will be the way we will go forward now.
And I mean, now we're putting the second quarter behind us, and we are already working on the third quarter. But what do you think will be most exciting this quarter?
Well, I think again we have launched all the activities that will get us to the visionary state and to the objectives we have set for us, and of course to actually see those activities translating into revenues is exciting. I'm excited to see how we will accomplish and how we'll do now with our growth in the US, which I expect to come in a. I mean, we have started to land businesses and orders in the US, but obviously we want that to grow more rapidly. And of course, to see the aftermath of COVID-19 and the dynamics in everything now, especially for us, which have seen an upswing, or at least some of the upswing coming from the travel restrictions, having COVID-19 as the root cause. So it's going to be fun. I enjoy myself, and I enjoy the market dynamics and the dynamics in our environment, and yeah. But I think we have a good recipe going forward now.
And I think I just have to ask this question, since I know that a lot of investors are debating this. When do you think we will actually present a black result at the bottom line?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I won't give you a date, a hard number, but I note at least this quarter is that revenues or net sales grew 85%, while the cost grew 11%. So for sure, top line is growing much faster than we have cost growth. We'll get there. We'll get there within reasonable timing. However, the focus we have at the moment is growing the top line, which is growing the net sales, and that is how we'll fix the result and get to black numbers.
And with that said, I think we're going to call it a day and say goodbye to our viewers, and thank you for watching.
Yeah, until next time, next quarter. So thank you and goodbye.